Now it's time for the second match in the Plucky Duckies division. BGT versus Coach Crab. Enhance. Sub 16 is the time to beat BGT. Some of his best is sub 16. His best time is 16:35. And that was with many, 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 many attempts. See if we can get some gold splits and fireworks. We'll see how it goes. Even though Coach Crab went sub 16, he didn't do it flawlessly. Like, he had a lot of problems. There's a lot of time to save. There's a lot of sections he didn't do it optimally in as well. He just didn't die a lot in each stage of the game. The few deaths he had were spread out. And for BGT to win here, BGT's got to play on his... He's got to have a combination of playing his best, better than he has before, and hoping Coach Crab slips up a little bit. We're going to have some BGT audio here, so hopefully we're going to have to get another level check here. Larry to music ratio, please let me know if it's bad. The racers have readied up, and they'll begin here shortly after the delay kicks in. And there we go. And Coach, as always, has false started. Something about Coach's stream. Coach's stream gets very out of sync. Both players elected to choose Plucky Duck. Coach Crab is inside the first door. BGT follows quickly. Got pretzels and cookies in chat. I feel like this would make a great cesspool matchup where I could ignore both the runners and no one would care. But they are in the upper deck, so I have to do my due diligence here and treat this race properly. So Coach is on 22 carrots right now. If he beats the boss with this amount of carrots, he's going to go to the Duck Vader stage. So he has to be careful. He has to pick up at least one on his next stage. And both players have successfully avoided Elmira. BGT just a fraction of a second behind Coach Crab. 127, not a fraction of a second, like 1.99763 seconds. Coach has a little trouble there with the jump. BGT does take the lead. No wall skips for our players. BGT bumps his head. Coach Crab is now perhaps in the lead, but Coach has to take that safety heart. BGT kept his, and BGT flies until he hits the wall, and then Coach Crab takes the lead again. This is the most exciting race we've had so far. Back and forth action. Coach Crab has 22 carrots. So BGT, if he doesn't die on the boss, he's going to take the lead here based on the Duck Vader fight. So both players impatiently waiting. BGT takes a hit. And down he goes. Coach Crab beat Mr. Gene Splicer, Dr. Gene Splicer, a fraction of a second early, but 22 carrots. Apparently I have the wrong information, because I read if the carrots were a multiple of 11, then you'll go to Duck Vader. But there must be some other qualifier for that. If anybody knows, please let me know. so I can properly inform next time. Because he did have 22 carrots. Yeah, it's weird that he would show up on 1-1 and stage 6, but be listed with the bosses in the manual. Unfortunate situation for BGT there. He's got his safety heart back. So you can slide through these fish. We saw Rez have a problem with them. You can wait and fall in there. You can take the tornado and take one out. Or you can use your momentum and slide through them. There was one other time, Danny, where we were talking about a multiple of 11. I think Armageddon was mentioning it to BGT in his stream. And he had about 66 carats, I think. Beat the boss, and it didn't happen. So there has to be a second qualifier somewhere where it could only happen on even number stage, like stage 2, stage 4. Because it didn't happen for him either. And we saw Link, it happened to Link 7's last night, and Link 7's had 77 carats. So it's odd number 11? It's odd numbers? All right. Because the website I read to prep for this tournament definitely said multiple of 11. BGT is just going to do them on the wait here strat. As Coach moves on to stage 3-1. Sorry, the last part of stage 2, 2-3. Don't you hate when you get the wrong information about a game that's 30 years old? It's like, if you can't get the right information about the game now, when are you ever going to do it? Is that the Fibonacci sequence there in chat? It's a lot of numbers. So BGT has a little problem with this mouse right here coming up. Seems to get through him no problem this time. Maybe it's the second mouse. Coach did the same thing BGT did against the Dr. Gene Splicer. He stomped too early, and when the boss lost his iframes, you were inside of his hurt box. BGT's doing a really good job to keep his heart there. And he'll make his way to his favorite boss here, the pirate. He hates this boss. He doesn't know how to fight him. Doesn't know what it is. Those are the lost numbers. I understand that. Oh, BGT. Come on, man. Don't chase him. He's just going to jump into you like he always does. There we go. Just wait for him to come to you. And, yeah, get hit again. So you're going to have to do the whole stage over. Coach Crab moves on to stage 3-1. He's got that furball strats happening. And there's the Toonabout. And we are now furball. So in what was once a close race, well, it might still be close. Coach Crab takes the death there. BGT's got to get on his horse and get over this fear of fighting this pirate like a real person. Stop pussyfooting around him. BGT loses his heart. Got to be careful here with this mouse and the anvil. Makes it happen. There we go. He lost all of his momentum, but he's going to build it up again. And he's going to make his way back up to the top here. It's one mouse separating him and the pirate. But one full stage and a boss fight separating him and Coach Crab. I don't know how... He got credit for that hit, and he jumped underneath him. So he got lucky, and then he took the death anyway. BG 2-3. It's happening. Coach trying to build up some momentum here so he can jump onto this tree. Or just... Yep. A couple jumps and he's right there. Safety heart for BGT. He loses it again. He's got to be feeling the pressure right about now. He is a minute and a half over his splits. Coach is going to slide here. Just jump over Elmira and wait for the door, and he's done. He'll moving on to 3-3. This is BGT's least favorite board. He's going to try to build up momentum. Takes a spear right in the chest. A katana, whatever that is. That was unfortunate. Coach Crab with the iframe slide. And he's going to move on to this section here where he's going to cheese it. This is the section where he cheeses. My apologies. I feel like Furball is an appropriate nickname for Coach Crab. But probably so is Plucky Duck. And Fido. Gets the quick kill there. A lot of people wait for him to recycle, but respawn, but Link Sevens didn't even know you can do that quick kill. All right, pirate time for Bentglasstube. There's one. Gets hit by the barrel. There's two. One more. And there we go. BGT's moving on. Coach Crab, though, unfortunately, is on 4-1. What is everyone's favorite snack food? Let's see, Ritz and Cheez-Its in chat right now. I had Wheat Thins last night. The side effect of Wheat Thins is it accumulates in your gums like nobody's business. You gotta reach in there with your pinky. You gotta scoop it out, and it's like a full chip afterwards too. So you might as well just eat it. I bet Buzz Thunder has mini Ritzes in his closet. And then Dig Shake has those like fancy dinner wafers. You know, those like, those ones that cost like a fortune, but there's only like 20, but it comes in a carton, not even a box. It's got to come in like a silver foiled carton. Got someone like in Beans in chat. Thin Mints. Have you ever had the Walmart variety Thin Mints, the Great Value brand? They're not that bad. They make you know, the fake Girl Scout cookies. I think they're available all year round. Thin Mints, Samoas, those peanut butter ones that are really good. The chocolate peanut, you know, you put them in. I always put my Girl Scout cookies in the freezer. Thin Mints and Samoas. Let them melt in your mouth a little. You pop them in your mouth, let it melt a little bit, and then, you know, just enjoy it and savor on. The Dorito Triforce is a global Twitch emote. Aren't tag-alongs the, like the generic shortbread cookie? You know, what are you, like 80 years old? Freezer candy is the best. Have you ever, had, like, Milky Way minis? And this game's out of hand, so, like, let's forget about talking about this. You ever have, like, not the fun size ones, but the mini Milky Ways and Snickers, the ones that are like little tiny squares? Put those in the freezer, man. It's like freaking melts in your mouth. It's so good. But yeah, Samoas are probably my favorite of the Girl Scout cookies. Thin Mints are a close second. Oh, tag-alongs are the one I was talking about. All right. But then they also had that Girl Scout brand. Oh, Bentglasstube. Come on, man. That's our first Elmira hug of the tournament. Sends Bentglasstube all the way back. That is essentially a game over. But you don't replenish your lives either. That is worthy of the 2018 BGT Thanksgiving second annual tournament. Hello in the future. If you're hearing this next Thanksgiving. Well, obviously it'll be this Thanksgiving right then. Hello anyway. That's an Elmira driver. We're doing it again. It's Coach Crab finishes Wacky Land here. And he's going to be heading into Monty's mansion at about 13:30 on the clock. The Acme driver. Okay, I like that. Don't jump into Elmira this time. Yeah, he jumps far over her head. Way to go, BGT. Learns from his mistake. And that was BGT 3-2. The legend has returned. So Coach is going to navigate his way through the first part of Monty's mansion. There are no checkpoints in Monty's mansion, by the way. There's no 6-1, 6-2, 6-3. It's just 4 stages, 5 stages, or 5 screens, if you will. Going to climb here. Then there'll be another platformer, then another climbing screen, and then off to Monty. CF knows BGT better than anybody else in the world. Have you been getting stuck on how'd the PB runs go, Eon? Well, we have one more climbing stage here for Coach Crab. And now we're fighting Monty. Again, you use the gloves for platforms, you use the coins for boosts. 1912, huh? I would say other than FAP, 1912 might be a really good time for the cesspool. There's 1 hit for Coach Crab. There's 2. And there is 3, and this is our 4th consecutive sub-16 in the tournament. And BGT just trashes his screen. I think he just threw his computer out the window. There's 4 races, 4 sub-16s, no sub-15s, and 3 forfeits out of... I'm sorry, 5 races. 5 races, 5 sub-16s, 3 forfeits. So.
Hello?
Hello.
How we doing?
Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
Well, congratulations on the 2 wins.
Thank you very much.
But no one really cared. We want to talk to BGT.
Oh, okay. Well, please, by all means, I'll just leave. How about that?
BGT, how is the Acme driver?
I don't know what that means.
When you jump into Elmira and she sends you all the way back?
Oh. Fucking hate this game.
Name 3 things you like about the game.
I don't know.
By the way, I've already written down that this game is making the 2018 BGT second annual marathon in a prime time.
That was
yeah,
a good run. Like, I kind of wanted to quit even at Pirate.
Well,
the Acme driver.
Did you know? I'm sure you noticed you were playing the game that you jumped into his feet and got credit for the hit.
Yeah.
And then you falling, and then you got hit.
Yeah, the pirate boss has real weird hitbox. Like, I can't get the hang of it, I guess.
Yeah, it's and I noticed you did it to Dr. Gene Splicer, and I think Coach, you did it also to the pirate. You guys both jumped on the head too early, and it was still in its iframe animation, and you went through the body. And as soon as the iframes wore off, you were inside the hurt box, and you both got hit in doing that. But yeah, Coach, why don't you tell us a little bit about the run, or either run?
Well, the first one, I don't know if it was nerves or what. It screwed up a little bit, but the second one was quite a bit better. So I was pretty happy about the second one. I did have a death, I believe it was in 3-1 in that second race, which prevented me from getting a sub-15. I got a sub-15 earlier today during practice, so that was cool. Yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy with both runs.
So you have Nirm left in your group, and you're 2-0 right now. And BGT,
yes.
You have to play Nirm and V Resner. V Resner played the game for the first time tonight, so he might be
Kind of look like I did too, huh?
Well, no, absolutely, but that goes without saying. But
Yeah, he told me that he hadn't been practicing. V Resner did.
Yeah, I mean it happens. Certainly, I'm definitely not one to talk. I haven't touched this game yet, but I've been watching a lot of people play it, so like I might have a better understanding of the game when I do start to practice than most of you guys did when you started your practice 3 weeks ago. So.
It's a really, really strange feel.
It's also weird how it's not, people aren't taking to it like other games where like it's certainly completable, but even as hard as roller games was, I feel like that was an easier first time beat than this game was.
I definitely agree. Yeah. Because just the mechanics of this game is so confusing. The main thing that's difficult about this game is when you jump, if you're still holding down B when you jump, you still sail, just like if you were holding down A. And that is so frustrating because you want to run fast by holding down B, but you also sail if you hold down B. So you have to let go of B and then hold it down again. And it's just really, really difficult to get used to. It takes a while.
Bounce off enemies too. Like if you're holding B when you bounce off an enemy, you'll fly into the sky.
Yep. Yeah. Holding down B on jumping on an enemy is the same as holding down A, which actually I find pretty helpful in 2-3 when you're trying to do the skip over the pirate ship. I find that pretty useful there. But that's the only spot.
The rest of the game, it's annoying, but I guess it's useful there.
Yeah, that's the only spot where I find it useful.
Well, there's one spot in the junkyard, whatever, where you can jump on the 3 cats' heads. I guess that would be useful there.
Or
but
whatever.
We have
we hold down A just as easily there. Too. But holding down B is good in 2-3 because Plucky it will flap his wings if you try to hold down A, so that disrupts the timing a little bit.
What is your favorite Girl Scout cookie?
My favorite Girl Scout cookie is Samoa.
Oh, those are good.
Those are good. Do you freeze them or do you put them in the fridge?
No, I don't freeze the Samoas. I freeze the Thin Mints, but I don't freeze the Samoas.
BGT?
I think Tagalongs. I don't remember.
Those are
those
the
peanut butter ones?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite.
The Tagalongs are the peanut butter and chocolate.
Do you guys have a favorite candy you like to eat from the freezer?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Ice cream, if that counts.
It's not candy, Coach. Come
on, man. That's a BGT bad decision.
At my house, every year in February, we always have thousands and thousands of Girl Scout cookies in our house because my wife is a Girl Scout troop leader. So we have the pleasure of stocking up our house with Girl Scout cookies every February.
How many boxes do you think you buy a year?
About 10, maybe.
Do you like 2 boxes of 5 different flavors? How do you break this down?
I usually just want 2 boxes of Thin Mints, 2 boxes of Samoas, and 2 boxes of Tagalongs. And sometimes I also like the Do-si-dos, the peanut butter sandwich ones as well.
Yeah, I guess those are okay. I forgot about
I've had one of those.
There was a new one this past year. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like it was s'mores, is what it was. It was like chocolate and marshmallow. It was pretty good too.
Am I making this up? I feel like I'm making this up. Did they make like a red velvet cake cookie one year as well?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, because I think I totally made that up.
I remember they made
like a lemon shortbread. Is that still around?
Yes, that one. They sold those last year. Yes, the lemon shortbread. They did sell those.
You have to be 80 years old to have. You have to have a candy dish filled with like clarets and sour balls in your house to buy those.
And cough drops, right?
Yeah, the clarets I guess would be the cough drops, right?
And like clove hard candies and maybe some anise candy.
We talked about this before, and I don't remember the answer. Do they still have those sections of the supermarket that's like bag your own candy with like the Brock stuff, like peppermints, butterscotches, caramels?
I haven't seen like a candy exclusive one in a while, but like they have the bulk bins usually, and they have like gummy bears and Australian licorice and that kind of stuff.
The store has that where you pick your own M&Ms.
What store?
M&M store where you bag your own M&Ms.
Who the hell has time to go to the M&M store?
It seems very
Lousy
specific.
tourists like me when I go to New York.
What is the advantage of going to an M&M store? Like, I understand there's like,
The daughter being happy
yeah,
about it.
I mean,
That's pretty much it.
could you just be happy in like a Ralph's or something, like whatever like a Kroger, whatever supermarkets in your area, and just like go to the candy aisle and buy a bag of M&Ms?
There's nothing novelty about Kroger. You got to think of it through the eyes of a 10-year-old, Larry.
Can you stamp them? Like, is there something special? Can you pick them out and then do something fun with them afterwards, or are they just regular candy?
I think you can put your name on them if you want to, but we didn't do that.
Do they have like this booth with like a big one of those torches like that you have to use one of those masks on? Like you light it up like a big gas tank, and then like you get one of these microscopes on your eyes like a jeweler, and then like you can etch into the candy what you want.
It was lasers, actually.
Oh, lasers, huh? It's like Build-A-Bear, except it's an M&M. And it's probably gone by the time you walk down the street anyway.
I think for boys, they need to have Dissect-A-Bear.
Is that why is that? Because we got to breed a new violent sort of human being in the world?
Yeah,
Because
come
I
on,
know
man.
kids like Doc Lobster would have absolutely loved that.
Let's talk about Doc Lobster for 20 minutes.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
My
he
favorite
followed
topic.
me the other day. I
Did
like
he?
him.
Did you unfollow him? Did you block him?
I didn't do anything like that.
He's a med student. You know that because in the first 5 words he says to you, he includes the words med and student.
The first thing I heard him say was, "Oh, I'm playing like BGT," and I didn't even know the guy.
I
He was
remember
great.
that.
That's right. Someone ratted him out.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah,
That
yeah. Someone
person
sent me a
wouldn't.
clip of his
That
name.
person wouldn't be in this gaming room, would they?
Probably not. No.
No, of
But
course
someone
not.
definitely was in his chat and he said, I'm playing like BGT, and man, that got clipped really fast. and sent out. But hey, any parting words here, guys?
Good race, BGT.
Oh yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Well, thanks for agreeing to racing me tonight, which is the night that I could have done it.
Definitely. When is the deadline? Like, when do I need to?
Next Sunday.
This Sunday or next Sunday?
Next Sunday.
We get a whole nother week, really?
We had 3 weeks because of Thanksgiving for the opening rounds instead of 2.
Oh, okay.
And then
I
1
thought
week
we
of
had to
first
get done
round,
by
1 week. No.
This
it's-
Sunday.
yeah,
Okay.
3 weeks. So, all right. Best of luck to you guys in your next races.
Thank you for the restream, Larry.
Oh, you got
Yep.
it. All right. Get out of my Discord.